We ready. Let's go.
You trying to get into it?
Let's
trying to
get
get
into
into
some
it? You trying to fight?
The gangsters of real estate.
Today, we really thought it was important to just kind of chill everybody out. And just be real about the BS that's going on in the actual buying market.
Yeah.
Today, I saw a report, and I'm going to look at it because I want to make sure I'm on top of it. I actually sent it to you this morning. But I saw a report about some people in Dallas. And it said that almost 25% of households in Dallas spend more than 50% of their income on rent, according to their daily mornings, or according to their Dallas Morning News. Sorry.
Yes.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. 50% of your income, then the other 50, what are you doing with it? You have other bills, utilities, just lifestyle in general. I think a lot of people definitely put a lot of their income and their resources into their rent.
Mm-hmm. And I think the reason it's just like a bunch of bullshit is because there's no reason that renting should be that expensive, and two, as hard as it is nowadays.
Yes.
They want you to make three times the rental amount to live, sometimes four, depending on who they are. They want you to pay 1, 2, 3 month security deposits on these properties. They want your credit score to be a 650 to 700. And to be quite honest, you don't even need a score that high to do a mortgage transaction.
No, FHA, they go down to 500 FICO scores.
Yeah, and it's like a bunch of bullshit for the buying side, because it's like, why aren't you prioritizing saving? If you first of all, you coming in under 580, you gotta save.
Yeah.
Because how much do you have to put down?
10%. 580 and below is minimum 10% down.
So you need to save some money if you don't want to fix your credit.
Yeah.
To fix your credit, because if you have between a 580 or higher, or like 580, 620, you get down payment assistance programs. But the gag is if you have like a 640, you get grants that you don't have to pay anything back. And tell me if I'm wrong, but stipulation wise, let's say I make $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
It's about $60K a year. Mm-hmm. What is ideal to a mortgage broker?
Yes.
As far as like what they want me to pay for my mortgage every month.
Well, I'll say, like, in a perfect world, let's go off a great case scenario. We're doing in a perfect world where lenders like to see, they want to see, of course, the higher the better when it comes to the FICO score. However, as far as like debt to income ratio, and debt meaning all the debt that you currently have on your credit report, including the new debt of the mortgage loan, they do not want you to really go any higher than about 36% of your current income towards the mortgage payment, and about 45% of your income going towards your total debt. So your mortgage payment, including everything on your credit report. They want to stay really and truly between like 36 to 45% ratios.
So that already sounds better than 50%.
Yes, it definitely does. Not saying you're capped at these numbers. FHA does allow up to 57%. But of course, you don't want to spend majority of your income towards bills.
Yeah, and if I would have known this at 21 or something, I probably would have started saving way sooner to be able to buy my first property, which is why I do say, it's important and imperative to try to buy in your 20s. Even if you work in a 9-to-5 that you don't like that much, it's paying you enough. Use that to get a small condo. Yeah. Use that to get a small starter home. There are places where you can buy these homes. If it means you have to travel a little bit further for work or whatever, you have something that's going to build equity. And equity, bro, is money. Equity is your money.
Yes, it is.
That's sitting in your property that you bought.
Absolutely.
And I just, so basically $5,000. Let me go back to what I was trying to say. If I make $5,000 a month, my mortgage, they only want me to spend less than $2,000 towards my mortgage. if I was renting, let's say in Dallas and also in Atlanta, because
rent is extremely high. It should be no reason why rent is more than a mortgage.
And it is. And the thing is, it's like, it's expensive. Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Very high.
If you're spending 50%, so that means if you are making $5,000 a month, first they want you to make, if your mortgage is $25 or your rent is $2,500 a month,
you gotta make
You got to make $7,500. Exactly. First of all, technically, to be able to even get into a $2,500 a month property. But that's why it's so confusing, because people are still spending 50% of that $5,000 on the rent. So if there's no reason that people should be going bankrupt from renting.
Yeah, absolutely not.
When the cost of food and hair and nails, bro. For me to get this normal set that is in need of a fill-in.
That's why my hands is down here.
Like, this is a $60 set. And I don't even have anything going on.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to start doing my own nails and
bump
feet
that.
at home.
I'm not doing it. I've tried doing my own nails, and it just doesn't work. But the point I'm trying to just get to is, like, all of the luxuries that we love are just really becoming, like, overdone. It is just so expensive to live now. And for renting to be such a taboo thing at this point, to where people think it's a flex. Angel Reese said some really dumb stuff. Like, I love her. She's beautiful. She's amazing. But she says she's spending $8,000 a month on rent.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And the WNBA is not covering that.
Yes. Did she say how much she's making?
She didn't say how much she's making, but basically she's not making enough for them to cover $8,000 a month in rent. She's using her brand deals and influencer work to cover. Good thing she's investing her money into businesses and sports teams, soccer teams, things of that nature. Dumb thing, you're paying $8,000 a month for rent when you literally can own probably that same condo and pay maybe like $5,000.
Absolutely. Even if it is $8K, that $8K is literally going towards your principal balance. So it's going towards the equity of the home. And say she ends up, being traded or doesn't even want to play basketball anymore, who's not going to want to stay at Angel Reese's condo if she rents it out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's not a flex. It's not a flex being dumb. Like, she's a smart girl. You graduated from LSU. You getting these brand deals. You have your podcast. Like, you have so many amazing things going on. But to hear a young woman of color say that she's choosing to spend $8,000 a month on rent as if it's a flex.
Yeah, that is a bit crazy.
We have to literally be better than that. Like, our money needs to go very long. And people like, oh, well, some people should let people do what feel good for them. She might want to blah, blah. Yeah, whatever.
We're the professionals.
How many of y'all got something with an asset? The point is the asset, not the fact of her wanting to be a homeowner.
Exactly. No, you're absolutely correct.
Like, my gears are grinded.
Yeah. No, definitely. With $8K a month, you should definitely be owning a home and putting it towards
Girl, Angel,
ownership.
Girl, call us.
Equity. Yeah.
Let's get you pre-approved.
You're going to get you right.
Get you into the best house. I could be per my last emailing, like, I'm really good negotiator. Girl, you don't have to worry about none of that. But right now, we have this crisis of our age group just not being properly prepared. Like, we are the new doctors, lawyers, teachers, realtors, mortgage brokers, construction workers. It's in our ball now. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's in our court now.
Absolutely.
And we're not making smart decisions.
No. And a lot of people really and truly just don't know. You guys aren't listening to us.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's more of you not listening.
Yeah.
Because y'all can go find out that Cardi B not performing at one music festival no more. Y'all can find out how many kids she got, how many kids Offset got.
What's on the court document on some celebrity.
We are private investigators on the deaths of celebrities. Rest in peace, Liam. When I do say that, because I love me some One Direction. Mm-hmm. And it was a very sad death. But we know more about the turn of events and media than we know about how to secure ourselves for our future. And I understand why our parents might be like, stressed out. And not even our parents personally. Our parents honestly got the short end of the stick too. Mm-hmm. The baby boomers are the ones who are the real winners in all of this.
Honestly. And they're not passing on any of the tea.
Yeah, and they holding on to those homes too.
They sure are.
To keep in their families or to just keep building their wealth or whatever their purpose. But the Gen X didn't really give us much because they came out of crisis mode as well, you know?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
BS.
That's the BS. And that's the bullshit. Okay? So the coming of this is to take a moment to try to prepare yourself for something better. Like,
absolutely.
Let's set up an appointment, set up a call. It's a 10-15 minute call to just see where you stand financially. And you might be more ready than you think,
right,
to buy a property or invest or whatever the case may be. You know, we have to spend our money wisely.
Absolutely. Some people, they don't even think credit-wise that they qualify, but it's really true because they don't have much debt, so it's not much being reported. They're like, oh my God, I have such a low score. I have 520. I'm like, okay, well, what's on your credit report? Oh, just one credit card. I'm like, well, you know, you're closer to the finish line than the start line, honestly, if that's the case. So
yeah, and we have so many ways to increase the credit scores.
Absolutely.
It's not just with trade lines. It's actually ways that you can, like, afford the trade lines. So there's one called Ava Finance.
Okay.
And with Ava Finance, you basically pay your subscriptions to them, through them. Like, all of my Amazon subscriptions go through Ava. So about $30 a month I pay to Ava. But Ava has me on a $2,500 credit line.
Okay.
Where I have low debt to them because I just pay my subscriptions.
Right.
It's no extra credit card, no extra payments, anything like that.
Nice.
And at the end of this trip with them, they pay me back my beginning amount. So if I'm paying $25 a month, I get that after 12 months, they pay it back to me into my bank account, and I can restart it again and be a part of it for the next year. And that's just one of many. There are so many different ways that you can, like, really protect yourself credit-wise and create long-standing credit.
Yeah.
So that we could sell you these damn houses. I mean, build them. New construction. Y'all, we can build new construction homes. And we'll talk about this on another report because I think the next BS is new construction versus, like, renovated. Yeah. But you can literally get new construction homes and pay for it the same way you would pay for FHA 3.5% down home with one-time payments. You buy your land, you get your contractor to give you your build, and boom, you pay just like a regular closing, and then you get your keys when the house is done. So, like, there are literally ways that you could be great out here. And I'm just tired of the BS. I'm tired of people paying